Nevada's first choice for news. This is 8 News Now, Weekend Edition.
Good evening, I'm Michelle Mortensen in for Cherie tonight. We begin with an amazing story of survival after a violent home invasion in the west side of the valley. Our Mauricio Marin spoke with the homeowner about how the family survived the attack. And Mauricio, it really is quite a story.
Michelle, good evening. The man that we spoke with today, understandably shaken up. He lives at the house in this neighborhood behind me. He tells me that 4 guys went inside his house trying to go after a safe. Ray Kilcoyne has a busted lip, is bruised up, and has a broken hand after he says 4 guys made their way into his house Saturday night while he was making dinner. He says the men tied him up and a friend that was over at the time. Ray's girlfriend was upstairs and managed to hide and call 911 when she heard the commotion going on downstairs. He also had an 11-year-old son upstairs who he says the suspects threatened to kill if he didn't open up the safe, which had nothing inside. Ray says it was a horrifying experience.
I think that at that point right there, and him grabbing my son, I was going to die because I was going to do anything I could to protect him. You know, that's all I could think of at that point. He was not going to do that. There's no way anybody's going to come into my house and do that.
Metro Police have not released any details on who the possible suspects may be. Ray says they may have known his 17-year-old son. He says the 4 guys were armed with guns and even a knife that he says police later found inside the house. Now, police set up a perimeter Saturday night to try and find the suspects. The latest information we've received is that the suspects are still on the loose. Of course, this is still an ongoing investigation. If you happen to know anything about this investigation or case, call Metro Police or Crime Stoppers. Reporting live, Mauricio Marin, 8 News Now.
Mauricio, do we know how the suspects got into the house in the first place?
You know, we were talking to Ray about that. He says that his 17-year-old son and a friend that was with him came inside